What's up, YouTube? The title of today's video is The One Thing I Wish Somebody Told Me Before I Started Pursuing My Dream, or something like that. I'm not sure, I might change my mind. But I decided to make this video, and this video is super, authentic, genuine. It's not scripted. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna say. I kind of have an idea what I'm gonna say, but I'm not totally positive. But I decided to make this video because I feel like I learned the lesson the hard way, and I didn't really have to learn it the hard way. And if sharing this can help somebody, then it's definitely something that I want to do. So, the one thing I wish somebody told me before I started pursuing my dream. Before I tell you that, let me tell you some things that people did tell me before I started pursuing my dream. People told me, believe in yourself. People told me you can do it. A lot of people told me, nothing's gonna stop you. A lot of people just believed in me. My brother's one person who really believed in me. My wife is one person who, these are people who still believe in me. And when you share like a dream that you have with people you love, hopefully those people can get behind it and be happy for you and be excited, and all that's good. I'm really glad people told me to believe in myself. I'm really glad people told me to never quit. I think all that's really, really good advice. But here's the deal. I feel like everybody learns, we hear this over and over from the time we're just little kids. You can do anything you set your mind to, you know what I mean? If you work hard enough, you'll get better, and eventually you'll be the best. You can do it, whatever you want out of life, you can have what you want out of life. And again, I'm all for positivity. I love motivational speaking. I surround myself with that stuff. And a lot of the things I'm saying right now are things I say to myself every single day. And again, I don't think anything that I've said so far is bad in and of itself. But here's the deal. Here's the one thing I wish somebody told me before I started pursuing my dream. You're going to fail. And that might sound like common sense. It might sound like common knowledge. Maybe you're like, duh, obviously. But I really wish somebody would have looked me in the eyes and been like, Lucas, you're going to fail. You're definitely going to fail. It's going to happen. Failure is headed your way. These are things that people resist, that I resist, that I don't want to hear. But it's true. We all know it's true. And like I said, maybe you're like, oh, that's common sense. Everybody knows that. But I wasn't really ready for the failure that I experienced because nobody really stopped me and looked at me and said, you're going to fail. Expect to fail. Learn from your failure. It's okay that you fail, but just know you're going to fail. I don't think anybody had the stomach to say that to me because I believed in myself so hard, and I knew that I could do it, and I believed all the things that people had been telling me, that I had been telling myself, nothing's going to stop me. And I think it's important to believe you're going to be successful before you go and do something. But nobody looked me in the eyes and said, you're going to fail. Expect to fail. Learn from your failure. Keep moving forward after you fail, but expect to fail. Because here's the deal. My first season competing on American Ninja Warrior, I got disqualified on the third obstacle. I was so disappointed. I was so devastated. I felt embarrassed. I felt just so many emotions, right? I was so upset with myself. I felt like I let my brother down. I felt like I let, all these people who were there to see me, I made it such a big deal because Ninja Warrior, like, as much as my brother loves it, he'll tell you himself, I started chasing this thing down because, like, I really, really want to make it happen, right? I have this vision, I have all these plans, all these goals, and this timeline, and Alexio, he's kind of along for the ride, and he loves it too, but he's always been the one who's kind of he's doing this to help push me forward, right? And I remember when I failed, I felt so disappointed, I was so down on myself, and, months later, you learn from it, you grow, we all go through experiences. I've competed again since then, and, I failed again. I didn't win it all. I didn't hit all 6 buzzers. I'm not a millionaire right now. That's the reality for most people who compete on the show, but that's the reality in life. When you do anything that's worth doing, anything that's worth achieving is going to be extremely difficult. You know what I mean? Things that come easy, there's not a lot of satisfaction in that. Nobody wants to do, things that come really easy, those aren't the things that people are remembered for. The things that people are remembered for are, these are grand achievements that change the world, but also that take a lot of effort and that you'll probably fail at the first time you try them. So anybody out there who has a dream, this is the one thing I wish somebody told me before I started pursuing it, and I'm telling you now, you're going to fail. Expect to fail, but learn from failure. There's an awesome quote, and it's the background on my phone, so I'll read it to you. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. That last part is so good. People who avoid failure also avoid success. A lot of people are afraid to fail. You know, I'm afraid to fail. I think everybody, and you know, nobody likes the feeling of failure, but if you live your life avoiding failure, you'll live your life avoiding success. Because you can't succeed unless you fail first. And usually it takes a lot of failure before you reach that ultimate success. So, hope this helps somebody. Work hard, stay focused, never quit.